Governments do a lot of scary stuff, like build nukes, invade countries, that kind of stuff. But Charles Eccleston is a great example of what really scares me about the government. He used to work at the U.S. Department of Energy, and he was just caught trying to sell secret information about America's nuclear power plants to a foreign government. At the Department of Energy, Eccleston worked for the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, where he claimed he had top secret level security clearance. So he knew a lot of very sensitive things about how our nuclear power plants work. And he didn't like a lot of it. He didn't like the NRC's environmental review policy. He thought the way they handed out licenses was tainted and deceptive. He thought the whole of the NRC was basically dirty. He kept opening his mouth about it, so he got put on probation, and then eventually he was terminated. So he moved to the Philippines, where he decided to try to sell all that sensitive information to a foreign government. That government ratted him out to the FBI, who then conducted a sting operation. Eccleston tried to sell undercover agents' email addresses for the people who work at the NRC. He came up with a scheme to implant spyware through NRC emails, and he even tried to sell information on classified programs for over $100,000. He was so into the scheming. The FBI busted him, and he now faces 3 charges of unauthorized access to a computer and 1 count of wire fraud. And he faces up to 50 years in prison. The FBI didn't name the foreign country that the guy was trying to sell the information to, but we're lucky that whoever they are, they didn't buy the info and then use it to blow up America's nuclear power plants. Because that could have been an outcome here. So sure, the government's going to be a jerk to other countries and its citizens, but it's also a jerk to its own employees. And the last thing anyone needs is the people with their fingers on the actually dangerous buttons to be really, really angry at the government. That happens more than we realize, and that's what's really scary to me about the government. I'm the resident. Tonight, let's talk about that.
Taiwanese President Ma Ying-jeou says tightened controls on food imports from Japan will only be temporary. Officials banned the import of food from Fukushima and 4 other prefectures following the nuclear accident in 2011. But it was revealed in March that some food from the prefectures was being imported. The news prompted consumer groups to call for tighter restrictions. The authorities further tightened their controls on food imports from Japan last Friday. The measures include requiring all Japanese food products bound for Taiwan to carry certificates proving the prefecture of origin. President Ma stressed the priority is to ease fears over the labeling of food products from Japan.
The measure is temporary. We look for Japanese authorities' cooperation. We are eager to resolve the issue as early as possible.
Ma expressed his readiness to ease restrictions once authorities determine how the banned products reached Taiwanese consumers, and steps are taken to prevent similar reoccurrences. Japanese authorities have been urging Taiwan to lift the tougher regulations, calling the steps scientifically groundless.
Did somebody write stupid on my forehead and I didn't notice
it? Just be quiet for once in your life. In a few minutes, be loud as you like. But for now, forget what you're going to say. Do you feel that in the stillness? It's who you are with no bullshit. In your chest, the pain expands. You feel heat radiate in your hands and your eyes, filling up with tears. You're not incomplete. Your tears are salt faulty. You're not wired wrong. You're not faulty. You may not be remembered, but you'll never be replaced. Hear the drip drop of the melting snow. Tick tock goes the watch, you feel the seconds go, and your son is banging down the doors. Time is constant, life is tiny and gigantic and never tidy.
古くは日本書紀に記述が残るエネルギーゆかりの地、新潟。近代に入ってからは日本有数の産油地として日本の発展を支えてきました。新潟と東京電力との歴史は1919年、当時の新越電力が信濃川水系に水力発電所を建設したことから始まりました。1941年には当時東洋一の出力を誇った信濃川発電所があります。多くの新潟の方々に携わっていただいたと伝えられるそれらの発電所のほとんどは今もなお現役で稼働し続け、現代の人々の暮らしを照らしています。また1924年には新潟と東京を結ぶ全長約 200km の送電線が完成。1967年からは柏崎刈羽原子力発電所の誘致、建設、運転と新潟の皆様のご理解をいただきながら電気事業を進めてまいりました。このように送電線の完成以来約90年の長きにわたって関東圏への電力供給を支え続けていただいている新潟の皆様のご理解とご協力に改めて深く感謝いたします。しかし2011年3月に福島第一原子力発電所事故によって多大なご迷惑をおかけしてしまいました。今もなおご心配をおかけしていることを深くお詫び申し上げます。もう一度一から信頼を築いていきたい。そのためにまず何よりも最初にすべきことは改めて新潟の皆様と正面から向き合うことであると私たちは考えました。そこでこの度設立したのが東京電力新潟本社です。新潟本社は新潟市内に拠点を置く新潟本部と柏崎刈羽原子力発電所、信濃川電力所で構成されています。各所が連携し対面でのご説明の実施、当社施設への見学会、地域貢献活動など皆様とのコミュニケーションを新潟県全体に広げ、よりきめ細かに対応してまいります。
信頼が失墜したというふうに思っております。福島第一原子力発電所の事故を検証するにつれてですね、やはり今まで我々が非常に足りなかった部分が分かってきております。これはやはりより対話が必要であるとか、より皆様のご要望ご意見を承る必要があるとか、そういうことに立ち返っておりますので、フェイス2フェイスで、新潟県の皆様のご意見ご要望あるいはご指導をいただいて、信頼といいますか、そういったものを一から、築いてまいりたいというふうに思います。
私たち東京電力はこの新潟本社の設立をきっかけに皆様からご意見をいただき、その一つ一つに真摯にお答えしていく、一から信頼を築いていく、皆様と徹底した対話を始めていくことこそが私たちの使命だと考えます。私たちは新潟の皆様と共に 歩んでいきたいと考えております。